Sagittarius. All right, Saggy, here we are. This is what May has in store for you. I will also be looking at love. All right, you wanted to give me that cluster. And so I'm going to take all of these. There's a bunch, but you know what? Let's get to it. You obviously feel like the messages are here, so I will trust your judgment. You gave them to me. I'm taking them. I mean, judgment is here, and I see that as my, for lack of a better way of saying it, my Sag card. The Judgment card is also karma. You have the Chariot here, you have the Seven of Wands, you have the Emperor, and you have the Hierophant. Okay. All right, here we go. There is an energy here of you needing to see what your life looks like, dear Sag. Source is telling me, have you looked around at your life? Have you really paid attention to the fact that you've manifested this? Your current chapter, the current chapter that you are in, Sag, has 1, 2, 3, and keep counting dreams that you used to just dream about that you've manifested. And sources like, you're not paying attention to the things that you've already manifested, and you're focusing on what you don't have. And nothing. Sources like saying, you know what? God can't bless you if you are only focused on what you don't have, right? Like, God keeps blessing you and has blessed you and has created the life that you're living, and you're focusing on what God isn't giving you. Now, there is no way that life can expand in a life that feels as if you are never satisfied or satiated with the blessings in your life. So the first message that I'm getting from my Sag is that it's time for you to create a gratitude journal. And source is saying to me, you are meant to start journaling each night before you go to bed with at least 5 things that you're grateful for that happened that day. Maybe it was that you had enough sleep. Maybe it's that you were simply able to get out of the house dressed and looked decent. Maybe it's the fact that, you know what, you didn't forget something. But it's time for you to have 5 things each evening that you are grateful for that went right. Why am I saying this? Is because your mind is unfortunately currently programmed to what isn't right. And that means that you're focused on the things that aren't instead of the things that are. And life can't bless you with things that are good if you're only focused on the things that are always going wrong. Now listen, don't shoot the messenger. I want to simply align you to the ability to create more blessings in your life. That's all I'm here to do. To remind you that blessings happen when we continually focus on the blessings instead of focusing on the things that are not blessings. The additional thing that Source is saying to me is, if you were a radio station, would people be happy to hear what is playing in your radio station? You put out a frequency, dear Sag. Is your frequency reggae? Is it Sade? Or is it, Rage Against the Machine? I don't know. But, we can only handle Rage Against the Machine sometimes. We can't handle it all the time. So Source says, make sure that your radio station is something that most people would groove to. I know right now it sounds like I'm giving you a lecture, Sag, but you know what? All of this is to show you that on the other side of how you relate with the world is this beautiful expansiveness of being the kind of example to the people in your life of how quickly your dreams can become reality once you're focused on seeing things falling together and falling in place for you instead of falling apart, right? So Source says, You are a manifesting rock star. It's time for you to start acting like that. And that's simple. And if you keep acting like a victim of your circumstances, when you placed yourself in the circumstances that you're currently in, then are you a victim of it, or did you create the circumstances that you're in? Source is like, it's time for you to pull yourself together. Remind yourself who the fuck you are. Look in the mirror and go, I'm a fucking badass motherfucker, and it's time for me to start acting like one. All right, let's look at love. Let's look at love, my dear. Yeah, you just need to align to remembering who you are. All right, you've got the new moon. You've got new love here. For some of you guys, I'm seeing this as a new pet. I'm seeing this as a new pet. It also can mean a new child for some of you guys. And for those of you that are single, you've got love on the other side of you feeling sorry for yourself. So claim that message however it falls together for you. Let's go ahead and find out what will bring my Sagittariuses back to recognizing what a powerful motherfucker they are. What will bring my Sagittariuses into alignment with their power? Please let me know. Oh, interesting. You know what? I'm going to draw these 2 cards. You've got the eager beaver here. You got the eager beaver here. And you know, what's interesting about the beaver is that it builds things for their family. They build a home, they build dams in order for their families to have homes. And they usually do it in a running river. It's not easy. It doesn't seem like the best place to do it, but this is where they've chosen to build a home for their family. It doesn't seem conducive to peace and ease, but they don't care. All they care about is that they're doing it for the better good of their family, and it is solid. So that being said, Source says you don't have to convince anybody that you have your family's that you're doing this for the better good of all. You have to stop thinking that you need to announce the good things in your life that are going well. I keep getting from my Sagittarius is that they're forgetting that their life is an example of the fact that they know how to manifest the shit out of their life. You don't have to tell anybody that things are going good. They can tell by the vibration that you're sitting in. The thing that Source is telling me that you're not focusing on, Sag, is how do you feel? How are you feeling? How are you feeling, Sag? Because guess what? Like a radio, everybody can hear the music that's playing inside of your mind. And so the focus needs to be on how am I regulating my emotional weather today? Because that is what my life is actually feeling like for the people that are closest to me. How the people in my life feel the love that I give, the energy that I give, has everything to do with how much I'm giving to myself. And Source says, let that be the focus in May. And then everything will start coming back together, because when Mama Bear or Papa Bear Sagittarius feel good, everybody around them feels good. You know why? Because you're ruled by Jupiter, which is the feel good vibe energy. So get in your good feels. It's time for you to make you a priority, Mama Bear or Papa Bear. And in that way, the eager beaver will always be seen as the good guy. All right, I'm Nety. I guide. Claim this message so that you can start manifesting like a rock star again. And I'll see you on the next one.